Hey everybody, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Last time, we retrieved the rest of Lulu's eggs, and used them to make our way into the Great Bay Temple, where we slayed the boss Georg, and returned peace to Great Bay, I think? At least the band is back together, that's the important part. This time, we're gonna have to start off by saying our last goodbyes to everyone here, but after that, we're gonna be doing a lot of side questing. Also, for the first, 10 minutes or so of this video, I'm gonna be saying how I'm gonna wrap it up real soon. Ignore that, it's lies. My apologies if you were expecting something like Sandstorm by Darude. They are a jazz band, so yeah, we're not having that. Wonder what all these people up here think of our performance. Let me go talk to them real quick. We may as well. World's about to end, so we're not gonna be able to spend much more time in this cycle. Speaking of which, let me accelerate the rate of time for this situation. Sup, dudes? That's a great song, but the feel was a little different from Evan's usual songs. Yeah, that's because he didn't write it. Bastard trying to take credit. Yeah, Mikau, isn't Lulu singing the greatest? That's uncool, Mikau. Don't be late to rehearsals, but it was a good performance. I mean, I do agree. Mikau, man, your guitar playing is guitar playing is the best. That's a very remote bit of dialogue, so I forgive that error. Mikau, that new song has a nice feel to it. I really like it. Mikau, that new song is a nice shut up. That had a good feel to it. Now, if the concert goes like that, well, of course it'll go that well. Sorry, don't mind me. It might not go at all, but if it does go, then I'm sure it will go well. Oh, you rock. Your guitar playing really is the best. Okay, there is one more thing I like to do this video before we call it quits here on not only this timeline, but the whole video. And that is to return our 15 stray fairies to the proper location, which I have not shown off yet, so allow me. Ugh, frame rate, jeez. Alright, what you want to do is climb onto this rock, pull out your hook shot, go back into Hylian Link form, of course. Yes, there's also a bombable thing on the way, so we can always check that out. My apologies if this video is going on extremely long. Yeah, right now I'm at 1 hour and 40 minutes in recording. I'm sure a lot of that will be cut, but even still, that's a lot of video, so I hope this has been enjoyable either way. Here's a little grotto. It's the usual type, it's just 3 Decubabas in a chest that they've recycled for the freaking 14 times now. Inside of the chest is another bomb shoe. Yeah, just not that exciting. I just thought I would show off that it's here. This is another place you can get them. Then, we want to use the hook shot on these trees here. Tattle is highlighted in blue for some reason? Not really sure why. Oh god, there's a Gwei on the way? 1 second. There's a Gwei in the way. That actually works really well with their name. Alright, 1 hour before the final countdown begins. I can't reach that? There, now I can. Then... okay, I guess this is close enough to make the last 3 jumps. If you fall here, it's all over. Just like those Deku Scrubs were saying back at the Deku Scrub Playground. Alright, let's go right on inside. This should be where the fairy fountain is located. And in the stuff before the depressing music starts. I love the depressing music, but I don't want it to play while the fairy's giving me something good. Oh, courageous young one. I am the Great Fairy of Courage. Thank you for returning my broken and shattered body to normal. As thanks, I shall lend you my strength. First, double the magic, and now double the health. Enemies do half as much damage as before. Come see me whenever you are overcome by weariness. Alright, it's official. I'm no longer gonna be able to die in this playthrough. After you get this thing, you're kind of overpowered now for the rest of time. Okay. Here begins the final countdown. Let me see how the moon looks from this angle. Probably pretty scary. Are you gonna... No, okay, you're not gonna ruin this. Oh, yep, it certainly does look pretty scary. Alright, allow me to head over to Romani Ranch for the final part of this video. First of all, I've got some dialogue sequences with the two sisters that passed me recorded during that dungeon, and I'd like to show them to you right here. Alright, let's see what these two have to say during the final day. Starting with you. Hey, aren't you a little rusty? Wanna practice? Sorry, no, I got things to do. Confident, aren't you? Yes, I am very confident in my abilities. I didn't even need Epona for the freaking ghost invasion. I'm just gonna tell you that much. Then, over here you can find Crimea. I heard this from people who were fleeing this way this morning. It's terrible. They said that huge moon is going to crash down into the town sometime tonight. I wonder if we'll be alright here. Actually, I know. We're not safe here either. I'm no expert on these things, but that's the feeling I get. But that's how life goes, I guess. There's some things in life that you can't change no matter how hard you try. I'm trying my damnedest to change them, believe you me. It just might not work out in this timeline, sorry to say. Yeah, she finds out about the moon crashing. We're gonna have to come back and revisit them on the final night to make any further progress here, so... see you then. Then, upon the final night hitting, you can find the two of them in the barn. Oh, good evening. We're milking the cows tonight. It's Chateau Romani. It's the first time I get to drink it. Until now, my sister always said, wait until you're an adult. But why now? You've become an adult now, Romani. I see it in you. I'm acknowledging it. Then, does Romani get a mask too? Well, yes. I'll make one for you. Sleep with me in my bed tonight, okay, Romani? Yes, sister. At 8 p.m., both Romani and Crimea make their way back to the house. And this is the last thing they have to say. Good night. See you... tomorrow, okay? See you tomorrow! I cannot express just how depressing this is. Romani has no idea what's happening. Despite the earthquakes and everything. And because, in this universe, milk is alcoholic, somehow, for whatever reason, the implication here is that Crimea is feeding her Chateau Romani so that she'll become very drunk and won't know what's happening as the world ends. Man, what is this, a From Software game? I thought NPC subplots would have better endings than that, but with that fucking thing in the sky, none of them will have a good ending. That's our main objective, is get this goddamn thing out of here. One of the things I love about this game and its central plot is that the further you get into it and the more people you meet, the worse the thought of the moon crashing becomes. When you take into account the fact that if that thing crashes, every single person in this world is going to die. All of these amazing characters, amazing people you've met, are gonna be killed. I don't think I've ever seen a game of this style with quite this level of urgency before. Usually, the bad guy holds themselves up in a tower and then gives you unlimited amount of time to get to them, because of course the player should have as much time as they need to finish the game. But this is one of the few games like this, where the villain will actually win if you take too long. And in fact, technically, the villain does win, repeatedly, as all of the previous timelines have likely ended in the moon crashing. Anyway, back to whatever I'm doing at this point in the video. Alright, now that we're back to the terrifying apocalypse of doom, let's go inside their house. If we can, we might not be able to. If we can't, then I'll probably just end things here. Okay, looks like we can't. Well, if we could go in there, we actually could earlier, and I forgot to show it because I'm great at remembering to show certain things. The crew of the Stockpot Inn, I believe the owner of the Stockpot Inn, as well as her grandmother and actual mother, are taking refuge inside of their house. I don't think I've officially been over this, but the owner of the Stockpot Inn is named Anju, and as Crimea mentioned earlier, or last episode, Anju is Crimea's friend, so of course they'd make their way down here. Makes perfect sense. That's some cool world building. Alright. Rather than sit around and waste time until the inevitable end of the world, let me make my way back to Clocktown, deposit the rupees, and play the Song of Time. Ah yes! I've been deliberately avoiding talking to these guys as Hylian Link for this reason. If they are currently trying to block Hylian Link from exiting town, and it's the final 6 hours, they say something different. Wait just a moment! Is everybody still in town? What about the evacuation warning? Truthfully speaking, I'd flee from this town in a moment if I could. But since I am stuck guarding this gate, I can't get any information about what's going on. I can only imagine just how panicked he must be right now. Well, sorry buddy. Like I've said to many others, it doesn't matter if you flee town. That thing's gonna kill you anyway. Rupees deposited. Let's get out of here. Alright, welcome one and all to what was going to be the intro to this video, and then things worked out a different way than I was expecting, so this is actually the middle of the video, or perhaps the second, third, the whatever. We're gonna start off our little side-questing run by heading over to East Clocktown. And slowing down the time, that's a little important thing I should probably do. Alrighty, with time all slowed down, I hope this place is open, because this is where I'm starting, yes indeed. So, since we get a different reward for every single form of Link, we should get something new for Zora Link if we were to play this minigame as him. Let's go! Sup, it's me, Mika from Great Bay. I'm here to play in town in the next 3 days. I just realized I don't have any rupees on me, 1 second. I'm sorry, we don't exactly get paid for our gigs. I mean, we should. Isn't that how gigs work? I'm just trying to make up an excuse. I hope she bought it. Literally bought it because I need money? It's like a replacement from, I don't know. Anyway, I could go retrieve my rupees from the bank, but nah, I think I'll just go grab the infinitely respawning silver rupee chest up here. That way, I can become a billionaire in the future. You see, if you just turn back time and continue to pick up that $1 bill you found on the ground before and then stow it in your bank that keeps your money across timelines because everyone has one of those in their town, then you'll become a millionaire in no time. Literally because no time passed. Actually, doesn't one of you have something different to say? Funny things are happening in town. So we've already seen this, but I think if we talk to the other guy, he'll say something different. We're the twin jugglers from the Gorman Troupe. We're practicing for the carnival. It happens once in a blue moon. Or in this year's case, once in a really, really scary red-eyed moon. Oh, I hear it's going to fall harder than the way my clumsy brother is always dropping our juggling balls. You see, we're entertainers. We must keep people smiling. No matter how grim things get, we must always be optimistic. No matter how grim things get, or no matter how much air you guys have left as you're saying your dialogue. You know, I think a much better joke there would have been, I hear the moon's gonna drop harder than my brother's jokes. I don't know if that lingo was actually a thing back in 2000. It probably was. I'm the... 1 second. I ended up losing. I was hoping to get the rupees from the chest, but it's fine. No, not for me. This game's for me, cow. I don't know. That kind of joke just kind of came out in an instant. Well, hello there, handsome. Wanna play? Hey, for you, it's only 5 rupees. Oh, damn. Okay. You can make it all the way to the treasure chest. No, we've seen this before. Let's go. I don't remember what the reward for this is. I hope it's worth it. It's not a piece of heart. And I don't think it's rupees, because that's for Hylian Link. It's definitely not Deku Nuts. I should hope it isn't Deku Nuts. So I'm going to be trying this minigame until we find out. This is the world's most annoying minigame. Oh my god, this entire place is a dead end. This is just a big waste of time. I came in here for no reason. There's dead ends everywhere. I have to like go back out here and there's no way I can get to it anymore because Zora Link has no way of moving fast. Other than the dodge rolls, which only help so much. Maybe. Nope. Okay. Sure. I think I could have actually made it if I had just been, like, rolling sooner. At least it's only 5 rupees. I hate this fucking minigame so much. No more dead ends, please. No dead ends over here, please. Please. Where do you go? If you can't get to the chest from this side, where do you go? This way? Okay, here we go. Fuck's sake! 2 seconds left. What do we get? Yay! I mean, I guess I did only pay 5 rupees, but still. Hylian Link gets more than that. I don't... Alright, whatever. I will not try again, thank you. We've seen all the rewards for this game, so... And you're just my type, too. Well, you gotta give me something better than 20 rupees if you hope to impress. Could you maybe give me, I don't know, a larger wallet? That would be really nice, so I could actually store those 20 rupees. So we're all done with the treasure chest shop now for the rest of the game. I don't think we can get any more pieces of heart or anything out of it, but in the meantime, I do kind of want to get the piece of heart for playing all 3 rounds of Honey and Darling's shop as well as Deku Scrub Playground, so that's one of the things I'm going to be doing this cycle. I missed 2. Alright, got it second try. That wasn't bad. Time for this. I have failed at this a couple times in my practice run, but I haven't failed it so far in this playthrough, so let's hope that holds up. Because I do need to get somewhere before too long. You can compete as many times as you like, though. If you have rupees. Yes, I'd love to compete more. Can you... Hello? Okay. I like how these 2 guys down here both say the same things to you, by the way. I don't think it matters which one you talk to. They both say the same thing. Let's go in the... No, actually, this one's way out of the way. Let's start with this one. Okay, I have learned. Release at the peak of the platform so you don't accidentally have that happen. No. Come on. I have 1 rupee left and not enough time. No, I've got plenty of time to get it, actually. It's like over a minute they want me to beat. Got it! I can't remember if I've shown the day 1 version of this minigame. I think I have. I mean, it's not really that interesting. Either way, it's just the platforms move only up and down as opposed to moving both up and down and side to side. That's the one I know for sure that I showed. Yeah, I know, I'm a very weird Deku Scrub. That's because I'm not a Deku Scrub, but what do you guys know, right? Alright, that is enough screwing around town. Let's actually get to task number 1 of the episode. I know, yeah, those minigames were not task number 1. This is gonna be a bit of a long one. Actually, I'll probably end up splitting the cycle into 2 episodes. Anyway, I would like to head back to East Clock Town. Oh god, Gorman's about to hear the bad news again. Sorry, buddy. In advance, I like to imagine Link went up to apologize to him about his show, and he's like, what are you talking about? Out in Termina Field, I would like to call upon my loyal steed. I don't know if I should call her loyal. My best friend. For I have business within the realms of Ikana Canyon. How did you get there? Man, you're one magical horse, ain't ya? Alright, climb on your back if I can. No need for a saddle, don't worry. Okay, I was about to say, is Epona, like, rejecting me for some reason? Alright, we will need to access Ikana Canyon once more to get to where I want to go first. As such, I need Epona, which is why I'm calling upon her. Sorry, Epona. I didn't mean to redundantly smack you there in the middle of the loading transition. Get past all these real bomb shooters. I hate this area during the daytime. It's so annoying. The bubbles are almost... I can't decide if these guys are the bubbles who are here at nighttime or worse. Alright, come on. Yes, Epona, just tank all the hits for me. Thank you. Good pony. I wish I could feed you stuff, but I can't, sadly. Alright, we already know what that guy's talking about. We need to... Excuse me! You just, like, barely respawned off screen. Anyway, can't do anything over there, but we can go this direction and see whatever this is. And in fact, you're supposed to do this first. Welcome to Ikana Graveyard. Also, by the way, I am aware it's probably pronounced Ikana. That does make more sense. I personally prefer saying Ikana, because it's more iconic. Okay, no, really, it's just the way I prefer to say it, so that's what I'm going with, sorry. Alright, let's check around the place. We got some bad bats, so that's a great start. How about you? The soul of a brave soldier from Ikana rests here. Ikana was an ancient kingdom who has long fell to ruin and everyone in it is dead now. That's basically the history of it. I just thought I'd briefly introduce you to the place since we are, we are kind of entering its first area. The melody that summons the tears of angels rests here. Oh my god, the sad violin song. Now, check out this guy. This is another returning character from Ocarina of Time, and check out his animations. You can see every individual frame of his movement. The reason for this is his movement speed is based on the flow of time. If we were to return flow of time to normal, that looks a little more normal. What do you have to say?
I'm Dampé, the gravekeeper who watches over this graveyard. My face is frightening, but I'm not a bad person. All the graves here belong to the family members of the King of Ikana Castle, a place that lies beyond the mountains. Even nowadays, the ghosts come out at night. It's a frightening graveyard.
Ooh, sounds awesome. I'm gonna have to come back here at nighttime then. Say anything more?
Did you see the huge skeleton at the back of this graveyard? My father once said that's all that was left of the former royal soldier
once guarded this grave. My accent for this guy is fluctuating rapidly.
Even though he is dead, his remains still locked away. In a sense, he is still guarding the royal family's treasure. He must have been a fine soldier indeed.
Yes, a soldier so good even his corpse carries on guard duty. But to slow time back down and make his walk animation once again very funny looking. Then we got some bats. Can I just shoot them with free aim? I could try. There we go. Got one. Almost getting you. Almost. Someday. Yep. Someday. If this were 3DS version, I'd had you dead on the wall by now. Unfortunately, I'm not playing 3DS version, so I have to use up all my arrows just trying to shoot a bat. I should probably just get closer and kill him the normal way. The normal, boring way. We got grass next to these guys. I don't want to cut the grass, though, since isn't that a little disrespectful? A piece that heals the wounded soul rests here. When one who possesses eyes that can see the truth arrives, the peace far below shall awaken. I think we've heard of a couple of those things before. We'll have to come back later. There we go. A little bit of a belated killing, but it's fine. The soul of a brave soldier from Ikana rests here. That's what most of them say. The ones that say something different are a little more special. A vessel that holds wandering spirits rests here. Wonder what that could be. That one's actually probably the least clear of the three hints. Actually, the first one's not very clear either about what it is. You have to go find out what it is eventually. How do we do that? I don't know. I can't exactly, dig up the graves and see what's inside them, can I? And I don't think that guy would be very happy about it, so yeah, let's just stay away from that. Hello, big skeleton guy. I want to say this is a patch of grass. Ooh, it's waving in the wind. I didn't notice that. I want to say this is a patch of grass that is scared of you like the others. In that case, I want to charge up a spin attack, make my way to the center to show a little something. No, it was not. Okay, well, in any patches of rustling grass that tries to run away from you as you collect all their rupees, if you kill every single blade of grass in one spin attack, you'll get a red rupee out of it. I'll show that off some other time. See what we got before interacting with the giant obvious elephant in the room. The, dead elephant in the room. The door's locked, so no one must be home. Nah, I don't think there is a home tattle. I don't know if you're flying through the door, so you should be able to see it too.
Ye who awaken me, battle me. Then I shall extinguish the furious flame.
Yes, sir? I awaken you. Wake up. Beep, 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 beep. 6 a.m., time for school. Okay, fine, I'll do the actual song that does it. It would be so funny if you had to get yourself low health so you'd start beeping, and then come back with the beeping noise playing and that woke him up. That would have been so great. I'm actually kind of disappointed that's not what they did. And hey, it turns out that me from episode 5 was a liar. You actually do wake someone up with the Sonata of Awakening. Damn, someone woke up on the wrong side of the bed. All right, this guy. I want to say he has a name? Hurry, chase him. Okay, he doesn't have a name yet, but we'll learn it eventually. We gotta get the bunny hood on in order to chase him effectively. Unfortunately, yeah, he's gonna put up these wall of fire in our way, you know, and give us enemies to fight. These guys are stall children. They just kind of wander towards you. You take them out. Simple as that. Okay, take you out. Fuck that. Oh, that's bad. He's getting ahead. The fire fucking disappear anytime faster. All right, there we go. Killing them in one shot with this thing. If I had the Kokiri sword, this would not be going nearly smoothly. I have to catch up to him. That's the goal here. And unfortunately, I'm not doing a very good job of that. Okay, kill you. No! Oh, God. No! I think I failed this sequence. Can I try again? If you could not even catch me, then that must be all the strength you have. I do get to try again, right? Oh God, do I not get to try that again? Oh no. Oh, he's back. Okay, good. Small change here. In the 3DS version, he actually says something to you before standing up and running away, which makes a lot more sense. This encounter with him is certainly much more awkward in the N64 version. Okay, you get fucking died. Ugh. It's so annoying, the fact you have to get up to him, but the fire knocks you back for some reason. How does that make sense? It's fire. That's not what fire does. Oh, you know what I think I can do, actually? I think I can shoot him. Can't I? Yes, I can. Okay. And then the battle begins. Okay, so you're supposed to shoot him to keep it in place. That's fine. All right. Now that the battle has begun, I think he tries to, like, hop onto you or he tries to slash you from above. I don't really know this guy's attack super well. I just kind of hope and pray that I win, and eventually I do, and it all works out, and he tried to squish me just then, and it didn't really work. I didn't even try to move. Nice job, buddy. I heard you were, like, the best Ikana soldier. I'm reconsidering. Wait! It is my loss. Sheathe your weapon. I commanded the Ikana army of Ikana Kingdom atop the hill. I am called Skull Kita. Since being shamed by loss in a battle within my kingdom, I have waited here for one to come and awaken my soul. Young swordsman who has awakened and deftly defeated me, I shall rely on your power to fulfill my request. I ask you to take my soul, which rests in the fiercely burning flame, and convey my words to my men, who even in death remain loyal to me. Tell them the war has ended. Then I shall be able to drift quietly into sleep. Captain, sir! May I take leave, sir? Yes, sir! Oh my god, okay. Is that your way of taking leave? Did your soldiers do that too? Yes, by taking leave, we dismember ourselves. I'm not sure why you're leaving the job of captain to a kid, but hey, to be fair, it's probably hard to think straight when you're dead. Alright, hookshot across to the chest on the other side. If you don't know that you can hookshot to chests, you better learn by now. There we go. That's an actual part of the chest I can hit. And now, let's see what's inside. You got the captain's hat. Wear it with C. Wait, that's what it looks like? Wait, I didn't know that. Wait, that's what it looks like? The ghosts of 100 soldiers swear allegiance to this symbol of authority. I thought it looked way different than that. One second, let's put this on. Am I just used to the 3DS version or something? Okay, it looks completely different when you wear it on your head. Got it. Yeah, this is what I remember it looking like, so that model was very strange to me at first. All right. With that done, that's about all we can do in Ikana Graveyard for now. The next step would be to actually pass time to nighttime so we could see the ghosts around the place, but I think I'll save that for another time. For now, there is a place I must take the captain's hat to. A place in Great Bay that we have ignored until now. Also, I found out a little convenience added in the 3DS version. This cutscene where you're flying away with the Song of Soaring is skippable. Back in Great Bay, we didn't even get to hear the Termina Field theme playing in this area, man. That's a shame. This area, remember this? The Oceanside Spider House? With the captain's hat in tow, we can finally go through it. Actually, I think you can go through it without it. You can at least get all the Skulltula tokens without it, but you can't complete it entirely without the captain's hat, so that's why I wanted to wait until now. Pull out our bombs to begin. And yeah, just like before, as I briefly mentioned, we have 30 more Skulltulas to collect, more golden Skulltulas to find and collect, and now that we have the hook shot, we can grab their tokens if they're floating in midair like so. That's pretty cool. It is a little strange to me that you have to have the hookshot to collect the tokens properly. Like, the tokens float there in the air and you have to have a tool to get them. Something I always found was really strange about Ocarina of Time. Like, just finding and killing the Skulltula isn't enough. You also need to be able to grab their token from midair, even though it should be falling on the ground. I don't really know. That's just how they decided to do stuff, though, so it's best to accept it. We didn't have an NPC in this one, but this is another spider house, so we just gotta collect the things to free the curse. What kind of curse is it? I don't know. Okay, there's you up there. Oh, I think we need fire arrows for that, don't we? Well, I hope yeah, okay, good, I do have arrows. I was worried I wouldn't for a second, just in case I need bombs again. I don't think you ever need to transform into Zora Link for this. Actually, I should probably put the captain's hat there, because we are going to need that. Now, hook shot you. Nope. That's your leg. That's not your body. And then your body is what I need to hit. There we go. There's your little juicy body. That sounded extremely strange, even though it was a spider I was talking about. Okay, there's a mask above that door. Does that have anything hidden inside of it? No? Okay, I don't hear any scuttling in this room, so I think we're done. I don't think there's any Skulltulas in here, so let's continue. 3 from the first room. 3's a magic number, as we all know. Alright, so I hear a lot of scurrying here. Starting with you, yep. Come on out. You're the next contestant and the price is right. It's come on down, I know, but still, close enough. Okay, let me burn this cobweb away. Smack you. Oh wow, I could actually smack you while it was burning. That's cool. There we go. 5th one. Now, I think there's actually one... Yeah, look at this guy. He comes in and out from behind that mask, and it's pretty cool. And I can't hit him properly because I'm bad at aiming in the emulator. Let me just go. No, that didn't work. No, okay. Aim a little higher. Okay, you got it. Aim a little higher. Gotta aim higher for me to achieve my dreams. There we go. For fuck's sake, I keep barely missing him. I'm getting this one. I'm not moving from this spot until I get this one. Come on! Hit the damn thing. There we go. You can also lock onto them with Z targeting if you feel like. It's probably one behind this cobweb if I had to guess, but I could be wrong. Ah, yeah, since I went back in time, I no longer have my unlimited magic, which is why I'm back to normal. It only lasts for the rest of the 3-day cycle. Still though, it lasts for the rest of the 3-day cycle. Unlimited magic for that entire time? That's a good freaking buff. Normally games like this don't have buffs that good for the sake of balancing, you know. But no, here's an exception. You get a huge freaking buff. It does cost 200 rupees to... Link, it's a fucking soot sprite. Come on. You got knocked over by a soot sprite. I don't even know. I don't even know how to react anymore. I mean, yeah, you're small, you're lightweight, you get easily pushed around by even the smallest of things, but still. And you make up for that with your very high defenses and how little damage you take from everything, but still, you know, just a little disappointing for after how much you've gone through that a little soot sprite knocked you down. Okay, burn you away. Burn you away, and there's one hidden inside this hole. Let's grab you. I think, yeah, just like before, just like with the Swamp Spider House, I do recommend saving the Spider House until after you've done most of Great Bay. I don't think you need, like, ice arrows or anything for it, but you do need the Captain's Hat, so you'll at least need to go grab that. You'll at least need to explore a lot of the game in order to take care of this. Thanks, buddy. That wasn't unfair or anything. But yeah, you will need to explore a good chunk of this area to really take care of this dungeon. And since we've done so, we should be able to do it just fine. And that's why I'm doing it right now. I don't know where I was going with that. All right, no more scurrying, so let's head up. I think I want to start with the first door and then move our way down. I did not mean to climb on the railing, but sure, you can do that if you want, I guess. All right, gotta burn this down. You can also use normal arrows on this if you shoot it through the torch next to it, but fire arrows do the job just fine. And you will have fire arrows, because you have to have fire arrows to be here. Pretty sure, anyway. And then again, do you really? You need, yeah, okay, yes you do, because you need to get the powder kegs to access Great Bay, so you can get Epona and all that, without using speedrunning glitches, of course. Oh, hey. You okay, buddy? It's a Stall Child. They were the cursed soldiers of the kingdom of Ikana. What are you gonna do? Pretend to be their captain to boss them around, of course. Why are you inside the table? Huh? Ah, Captain, sir! It's been a long time since we've seen you! I see you've ordered, sir. We are investigating the secrets of this place. According to the information I have obtained, it seems Yellow should be shot 6th. Have I fulfilled my duties, sir? Yes. Ah, thank you, sir. I hope the information I've provided will be of assistance to you, sir. Now, as you ordered, sir, I will finish the last of my duties. Yes, sir! The last of your duties was to combust in front of me. What was Ikana up to back in the old days? All right, let me real quick write that down. I might actually need this written down. Since I'm recording and all, it's gonna be harder to maintain focus and maintain remembrance of the order in which I'm supposed to do stuff in. Okay, lots of scurrying. I think what I want to do is find my way up to the top of the bookshelves. And to do that, that's right, you can actually grab and pull these, which there's not much indication that you can, but you can. And ooh, okay, there's a hole that they're blocking. You can go ahead and grab you. I do like this mask. It's very scary looking, but that's what I like about it. Link finally gets to look intimidating without being an Ocarina of Time, where he actually becomes an adult and does actually look pretty intimidating to the villain. Hello? That's a painting of a Skull Kid. I wonder what that's doing here. In fact, that's all around this room. I don't know if they're talking about the Skull Kid. The Skull Kid doesn't have the mask in the paintings, but, you know, I think Skull Kids are kind of a species, not really a single person. Sir, I didn't mean to take the high ground for you. We could easily talk up here, huh? Ah, Captain, sir, it's been a long time since we've seen you. As you've ordered, sir, we are investigating the secrets of this place. It seems green should be shot first. All right, so we have no idea what this is going to be used for, but they're giving us a code to something. You dropped a rupee for me? You paid your captain! You paid your captain for his services! Holy crap, these soldiers are so nice! They're willing to combust in front of me without a second thought, without me even ordering them to. They give me very useful information, and then they pay me! Like, this is incredible! I love being captain! I get to watch so many people combust in front of me and get paid for it! How's it going, little buddy over here? Okay, now I think one of the little challenges with this is that these paintings... Oh, yeah, you see that one? That one has a hole inside of it. I think you can knock them down, right? Do you have to use arrows? Okay, something like... I don't know if the hookshot will work. I'd like to test if the hookshot will work. I certainly wouldn't want to use arrows every time. So let me hook, line, and sinker. There we go. Aw, man, that's what I should have called the last episode, actually. Or no, the one before that. Instead of crooks with hooks, I should have called it hook, line, and sinker. You know, actually, is that a bad saying, or is that just a perfectly normal fishing saying? I don't know. There's some stuff involved with fishing that can actually be taken to have different meanings, like, you know, masturbate. That's a saying among fishing groups, right? There's like, you have a certain subset of bait that's known as masturbate, and everyone chuckles about it all the time because, yep, indeed, very funny. Thanks for reminding us of how funny you all are. All right, is there another painting? Oh no, I think I remember. Yeah, okay, you can see there's a little room back here. Can I push this aside? Yes, you can. Okay. You can push the furniture in this room, even though you can't push the furniture of most areas of the game. Oh, wow, there's 2 in here. Okay. I don't know why there's 2 in here. You have to get 30 no matter what. It's not like you can only, or you only have to get a certain amount of them. You have to get all 30 to complete this, so that's really weird. Got a little desk drawer there. Can't open it, sadly. This ain't no Resident Evil. This is The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. This place does kind of look like Resident Evil, though, doesn't it? Especially the old ones. Like the first game with the mansion. Been kind of meaning to play the first game. First game looks so large and complicated, though, compared to what I'm used to with Resident Evil, which is, I'm used to more like, you know, smaller games like 7. 7 is a much smaller game than the first Resident Evil from what I've seen, and that one I'm just much more used to. Wow, they pulled the whole sculpture behind painting thing twice. I like how the doors have spiders on them. That's really cool looking. That should be it for that room, so let's head down. Down the stairs. I slid down the handrail. That was cool. Tattle's getting ahead of herself there. No, this is the final room. I'm gonna come back to this later. You know, I am somewhat excited to talk to yet more of my soldiers under my command, but, you know, I think I'd rather let them have their fun first before I start bossing them around. Yeah, I know. I'm a very freeing captain like that. Or, I don't know if freeing's the right word. I'm a very nonchalant captain like that. There we go. Non-strict. There we go. That's something like what I wanted to say. Hello there. I like how you can swap between hookshot and bow within the first-person mode. That's such a nice convenience. They should have had stuff like that more in this game, if you ask me. I think that's the only thing I need to burn with fire arrows, so why don't we bonk? Aha! Hello! Good thing I can fit in here. Man, Adult Link would have had to have a crawling animation for that if he were in this game. Thankfully, he is not. 21st one, now I can legally drink! No, I can't. Don't legally... Actually, wait. I did have Link drink the Chateau Romani that other time, so... Technically, he has drunk alcohol underage. But... the laws about that are probably a lot more lax than here in America, so I think it's fine. I won't call the police on him. I won't tell any of the Clocktown soldiers if you won't. Got spiders in the boxes. We can climb our way up. Okay. Can the camera actually be centered for once? I've been pressing L and nothing's happening. Sorry, Z. I'm not playing this with a controller. It's not meant to be played. Well, actually, I think that's normal. Isn't L the button for when you're playing this on Wii Virtual Console or something? That's it. I'm not playing this on Wii Virtual Console. So, excuse you. I'm not playing this on Wii Virtual Console. I'm playing this on PC. By the way, I do want to mention that real quick, in case anyone watches this series and is wondering, like, you know, has heard that I'm using an emulator to play this game on my computer so I can actually record it. And I know some of you might go, well, why don't you play the HD texture pack? Why don't you play it in widescreen? Why don't you play the PC port? That actually does look pretty cool from what I've seen. The answer is Nintendo has had a history of taking down videos of their games being played with mods, and I do not want to risk that, especially for a game I love oh so much as this. So that's why I'm playing the vanilla game, just playing it in an emulator. That way, hopefully, they won't see this and they won't take it down anyway. Nintendo, please don't take this down. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure they don't really care about mods in their old games. Still, I just don't want to risk it. And besides, I'm a huge stickler for vanilla games anyway. Hello, buddies. Do you have more information for me? These guys will all say the same thing. Seems blue should be shot second. There we go. Next up is you. Green is fourth. Colors can't be repeated, in case you're confused. I think this code is randomized between playthroughs. I think this is different than what I had on my practice run. Red should be shot third, eh? Finally, what should be shot fifth? Blue should be shot fifth. Okay. So now I should have all the information that I need, and my nose is filling up with crap at exactly the worst time. Gotta love it. Let's get out our bow. See, first is green. Second is blue, and yes, this is the stuff they were talking about. Third is red. Fourth is green. Can you do this with the long shot? I'm not really sure. Blue's fifth, I want to say? Yes, and then last is yellow. There we go. I think, yeah, on my practice playthrough, not every color needed to be shot, so that's definitely random on every playthrough. Just like the code with the bomber kids and all that. Knock you down. I'm gonna get all the skull chills in this room before I move on to the next one. I just wanted to unlock the passage early because it was the most on-topic thing to do. Is there anything behind any of these? Okay, there is behind the last one. Gotta love my luck there. Okay, there we go. Now, what I want to do is look up. There's you. Hey-ya. Nope. Hey-ya. 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 One of these times you gotta die. Come on, man. Gotta get this freaking cobweb out of the way. Who knew that cobwebs could be so freaking... could be such an obstacle to my progress? Because, like, you know, you have cobwebs in real life. They're these really soft little things. You tear through them instantly without even having to try. And yet video games make them out to be this huge, unstoppable force that you simply must get out of your way. Like... It's very funny how every game ever, cobwebs are just like the most hardened thing when in real life you just brush them aside and they like get in your nose and make you sneeze or something, but that's really the most that they do. All right, now there's 3 of them inside this chandelier. You could actually aim through the gaps in the chandelier, which there are some, and get their tokens that way. It's really hard to do though, and I don't recommend it. Instead, I recommend bonking the wall. Instead, I recommend bunking the table. That works. Okay, I had to do it closer to them. Sure, that's logic. Anyway, yeah, that shakes them out of the chandelier. You can get them just fine. Also, little fun fact, whenever that window is up saying you got a gold skull spirit, time is actually paused during that time, or so I hear. So for everyone you collect, you get a few extra seconds of time. Very nice. And this is the last one. Collected all the gold skull spirits, the curse is now lifted. What curse? I don't know. I guess we'll find out on our way back out. First of all, though, for discovering the code and making your way inside, you're rewarded with a large chest. What else would it be, right? Piece of heart. 3 pieces so far. Collect 1 more to extend your life energy. Very exciting. I like. Is there a hidden thing in this room? Because I get the feeling that there is. There is not. There's not even a hidden enemy. Good to know. All right, so let's make our way back out of here. Oh yeah, you do need the hook shot in order to take care of this. Oh, I think you need to transform into Goron Link to get past that. Damn, okay. Roll back out, and now... this guy has appeared, after you collect all the skull tokens. I thought I heard some loud noises inside, and I came in to check it out. This place, is this some sort of underground shelter? Did you find this place? I beg you, let me have this place. Not for free, of course. I hope this will do. You got a giant wallet. This thing is huge. It can hold up to 500 rupees. I'm just glad it was something you needed. Anyhow, I won't be needing it much longer anyway. You seem a little panicked. Are you okay? What seems to be troubling you? Actually, I have a pretty good idea of what seems to be troubling you. It's the same thing that's troubling everyone else in town. Thought I heard loud noises, so no idea this place was... What were you saying? I had no idea this place was here. I'll be safe here for sure. I'm glad I found it early. In the N64 version, which is the version we're playing, if you do not complete this dungeon on the first day, if you instead complete it on the second or final days, he will instead give you 20 rupees. You have to do it on the first day to get the giant wallet. Why? No idea. Honestly, it was probably a mistake because the 3DS version fixes it. You get the giant wallet on all 3 days in that version. Yet another reason why the 3DS version has a lot of good quality of life and is a great version of the game, and you really shouldn't be freaking dogging on it that much. Anyway, I can't change y'all's opinions if you don't want to change them, because that's how things work in general. I'm not quite done with everything I want to do in Great Bay just yet, but I do want to come back to town briefly to show something interesting. That guy who ran inside of that shelter just then and took it from us, he was the one who was standing on top of the tower. If you come back after he buys the thing from you, or I guess gives you the wallet in exchange for it, he is no longer here. Do you notice his absence at all? Because I don't know who you're looking at anymore. Hey, apprentice, don't just... hey, apprentice, don't just do your disappearing act on us or something. I don't know. Anyway, that's just such a really cool little detail. I never actually knew that was the same guy. And yes, indeed, he is really willing to get the shelter from you because of the moon. He was looking up at the moon all worried on the first day, and after a while, he just kind of panics and looks for a shelter, and he finds that one. I don't know how to climb the fence. Can you teach me the ways of climbing fences? So far, I've been shackled to only being able to do it with my horse, but I kind of want to do it myself sometimes, you know? Now, it's time for me to use the Dongaro's mask for its intended purpose. With it on, you can talk to the frogs. Ah, Dongaro, it has been so long. What has brought you all this way? Could it be you came all this way looking for me? Ah, you need not say a thing. Upon seeing that face, I understand. Is it true? But I had heard that it was still winter in the mountains. When spring comes, I shall definitely go to the mountains, so let us meet again. And then he disappears into nothingness. So yes, talking to the frogs with the mask on will cause them to go over to Snowhead, although I don't think they're actually there yet because, it needs to be spring in order for the frog choir to happen. But this is how you assemble the frog choir. Now that we've seen all the frogs' locations, I can finally start working on this. In other news, though, there's also other stuff I want to work on, so I'm gonna get to that first. Oh, yeah. I haven't shown this yet, actually, before I leave Town Square just yet. If you're a Goron, this dog is afraid of you. Get too close and he starts being all frightened and running away. Finally, if you are a Zora, I think it's a little different. Yeah, the dog will happily follow you around. Dogs love fish people, apparently. And of course, as Hylian Link, the dog is indifferent to your existence and barely notices you. Actually, there's another detail with this guy. I will just never run out of these little details. Pick him up with the Mask of Truth on. You can read animals' minds. I think I already showed this off back in episode 5, but it's been a long time since then. Ruff, where'd that Deku Scrub go? When I see his face, I get all riled up. He's asking about Deku Link. That is such a nice little detail. I love it. My next stop is out in Termina Field. I believe now that I have Zora Link, this area down here should have something else for us. You see that big old rock over there that I blew open a long while back? Went down into and then decided I couldn't do anything? Well, now I can do something. How many times have I said that in all of my Let's Plays combined? Remember this thing we couldn't do before? Well, now we can! What can I say? I love Let's Play and Metroidvanias. Ah, yes, we got a glimpse of the Bio-Dekubabas all the way back then, but couldn't really do anything about it. Now, I think, if I look down in the water, okay, there's nothing there, so let me actually take my bow out, because I can see a bunch of beehives on the ceiling. Gonna knock each one of them down. I think one of these has something special inside of it. I'm pretty sure they have something special inside of it. Yes! The one on the right there has a piece of heart within, so we want to go down and grab it. And I'm paying these guys no mind, because honestly, I'd rather do anything else other than fight them right now. Well, let me get this. That completes our first heart in our second row of health. That's very exciting. I'm definitely getting to that second row of hearts a lot earlier than I did on my practice run. I think on my practice run, I had all but 5 hearts in the game remain. Okay, fine. If this is how it's gonna be, then let it be that way. I could have used electricity on them the entire time. I was complaining about them in Great Bay Temple for no reason. Well, aren't I just a dunce? Called Epona as Zora Link to show this. In that form, you won't be able to get your whole body on the horse. If you try to ride the horse in that form, you'll flatten the poor thing. I appreciate you, Tattle. You're looking out for my horse's well-being just as much as I am. Or I guess I am not, because I tried to ride her as Goron Link. You can't even reach the horse in that form. I love Tattle complaining about you trying to ride Epona in other forms. It's so funny. I do have to say, I guess I could talk a little bit about Tattle and her character now that I'm on topic, because I don't think I'm going to remember to do so in the future. I do think Tattle has a pretty weak introduction in this game. I guess, like, you know, she was separated from the Skull Kid and her brother there at the beginning, and so she had no real choice but to tag along with you, except she totally did. I mean, she could have just gone on and caught up with them without actually helping us along, but I guess that's supposed to be representing a little part of her coming out, like a little nice part of her coming out that otherwise wouldn't. Like, she did vaguely apologize just then. I wonder if it's less that she's actually mean and more that she's just kind of shy and doesn't really know how talking to people works, which would make sense. I wouldn't think fairies would be that accustomed to talking to humans. But yeah, I will say Tattle's character overall, it could be a lot better developed than it is. Like, she's just kind of mean to you all the time, and as a result, she isn't that likable of a companion character, like, in hindsight. I do like her character overall, but I can't say that she's a terrific character who I love having following with us. Like, you know, her snark is really entertaining, but aside from that, she's just kind of rude and, you know, gives these half-hearted apologies in an attempt to sound somewhat nice. That's just my 2 cents, though. Hey, it's at least better than Navi, whose entire character was just, hey, listen! And aside from that, she had no personality whatsoever. Alright, back in Ikana Graveyard, you can see the ghosts out at Prowl. Mr. Gravekeeper, sir, these are skeletons. These are not ghosts. Unless they're being possessed or something? I mean, I guess they kind of are, but, you know, other than that, these guys aren't really ghosts. Sorry, we'll talk to these guys in a second. For now, I do kind of want to wander around and see what, see if anything's different here at nighttime. There's actually kind of something interesting with this area of the game. Up in this upper half, you can see the red arrow on the map updated. That's because we crossed a little invisible loading zone that deloads all the people back there. And there's actually something a little weird involving that I hope to be able to show off sometime. The door's locked, so no one must be home. Okay, I thought there would be something extra there. All right, let's put on the captain's hat and talk to our fellow soldiers. How y'all doing? Also, what is this fire resting on? Are you guys burning the grass? You gotta put this out immediately. This is irresponsible. Huh? Oh, Captain, excuse me, sir. And that's all they say, I'm pretty sure. Captain, excuse me, sir. Do you say anything else? Huh? Oh, Captain, excuse me, sir. And then you just continue swinging instead of actually doing anything. Hey, guys, what's up? Why are you circling this grave? What's so special about this? Huh? Ah, Captain, sir, excuse me, sir. Everyone, give the captain your attention. We haven't seen you in some time, Captain, sir. As per your orders, sir, we've been guarding these graves closely. We have all been expecting your next order, sir. What shall we do? Open the grave. Open it? Yes, sir. Ah, yes, you don't question your authority. You are definitely a very bright individual. I'm thankful for it, though, because it means I get to progress the game. Let's drop down. It's worth noting before we continue any further, the grave they are guarding depends on the day you're on. They guard this grave on the first day, so if you do not talk to them and have them open it beyond the first day, you cannot access this area. Okay, we got drip in here. I don't know if this area is supposed to appear this bright. It's much darker in the 3DS version, which makes me wonder if that's the intended thing. I don't know. Does it look like this on an actual N64? It might just be an emulator quirk. Fine with me. Oh no, it's a swarm of bats. Memories of Breath of the Wild and those fucking annoying swarms of geese that spawn every 2 seconds. I swear, nighttime in that game sucks. Nighttime in Breath of the Wild was terrible. You were just always hounded by respawning enemies. It was the worst. Okay, you know what? Fuck this. We're putting on the blast mask and we're blowing these guys to fucking high heaven. Nope. Put on the mask, Link. Thank you. All right, that helped. I'm on a cooldown now. I've got to roll around and wait for my cooldown to expire. Wait for my cooldown to expire. I could probably use fire arrows, honestly. I don't know what that little sound that plays is whenever they hit me. That little, like, crinkling sound. What is that? What is that sound? Is that the sound of their fangs digging into my flesh or something? Something dark like that? Okay, there's like 2 left. I probably didn't kill these guys the most effective way you can, but it's okay. Ah, my god. Good thing you guys do even less damage now that I have all this defense. Still, though, being covered in bat bites must be freaking horrible. I feel for you, Link. I've put you through so much crap by, like, refusing to do things correctly. 50 rupees! Hey, look at that! Our count is going above 200 because we can carry 500 now! We can actually buy a certain item I showed off in a previous video. I'm pretty sure I showed it off. Take off the blast mask. We got torches in here. I bet I can't guess what you do with those. Gotta light them up, light them up, so they become on fire. What's new, right? Wait. Oh, there's the last one. Oh, you actually have to do it. I thought this was optional. Wait. Oh, they're burning out. Oh, for fuck's sake. Come on. Don't do this to me. Oh, there we go. The Triforce of Torches has been completed. Link, you want to step up the... Thank you. That is an interesting thing to note. The collision there is really weird. The Triforce is not in this game at all. It's only on our shield here, and even still, this shield is not the same design as the Hylian shield we had in Ocarina of Time and you have in all the other Zelda games. It looks really similar, but it is different, and in fact, the design is almost an inversion of the Hylian shield. Kinda like how we went down under the ground and ended up in an alternate dimension from Hyrule, and Termina's kinda like a parallel world. We flipped upside down a little bit, I guess. Anyway, I like how there's bats on the walls. Yeah, that's very fitting. You there, sir. How are you today? I know you're an enemy. Tattle's glowing yellow above you. She doesn't do that for just any old statue. Don't even try to fool me, alright? Let me see how this armor looks. Yes. Very well kept, very well polished. This'll last a good 1,000 years, this one. Alright, no more games. Time to fight! This is an Iron Knuckle. Stay away from its axe attack, then look for a chance to retaliate. You forgot an E there, Tattle. Sorry to say. Iron Knuckles are the hardest hitting enemy in the entire game, dealing 4 hearts of damage in total if they can hit you. With my improved defense, though, it's only 2 hearts, so yeah. Not quite as bad, but still very, very dangerous. Good thing is that their attacks are pretty well telegraphed. They can either hit in front of themselves or swing side to side. After their axe hits the ground, it is no longer threatening. Then they enter a phase 2 and they swing faster! Oh dear Jesus, okay. I should be fine, honestly. My favorite thing about these enemies is their voice. Slurg! Slurg! I love it. Slurg! Slurg! It's just so entertaining for me, and I don't really know why. Are you the one who freed my soul? I served the Ikana royal family. I am the composer called Flat. The songs connected to the royal family that remain here were all composed by my brother and I. Oh, Sharp, my dear brother. He sold his soul to the devil and was the one who locked me in here. You, who do not fear the dead, learn well the song that is inscribed behind me. And if you ever meet my brother, I'd like you to inform him. The 1,000 years of raindrops summoned by my song are my tears. The thunder that strikes the earth is my anger. I have made my request. That I shall do. First, the Iron Knuckle dropped bombs. 1 second. Okay. Now I can learn the song. The 1,000 years of raindrops summoned by my song are my tears. The thunder that strikes the earth is my anger. Here is written the song that shall cleanse his cursed black soul. That is a much more interesting background for the Song of Storms than what Ocarina of Time did, I have to say. The Song of Storms was just kind of there in Ocarina of Time, and you learned it from some guy that was angry about a kid playing it in the past, and also that kid was you, and you have to go back and play it for him to unlock something. It's so weird, it comes out of nowhere, the song has no history aside from that, but this is much more interesting in my opinion. This melody that you've heard before is the turbulent tune that blows curses away. Let me adjust my headset real quick. There we go. That should complete our first row of songs on the quest screen. Yes, indeed. In fact, we only have 1 song left to learn in the game. That's pretty cool. Seeing that we've gotten this far. Also, look at these freaking remains. Look at how stupid these look, am I right? Okay. With that done, this is the only real required thing about Ikana Graveyard. You do have to unlock the Song of Storms to beat this game. So, yeah, all of this I've been doing is required. You gotta do it, whether you want to or not. That said, though, there is a lot more to see within Ikana Graveyard, and we will be seeing it eventually. We will be seeing it all eventually. I think for now, though, I might honestly want to end this video on that note, because I've been going for an hour in this recording, and though a lot of it's going to be cut out, I also have 10 minutes of from the last video that I ended up chopping off at the end of that video, so yeah, honestly, I think I'm going to call this good for this episode. Next time on The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, we continue our huge side-questing adventures by taking care of a lot of minor things around Snowhead, Great Bay, Tournament of Fields, all of that stuff. And actually, even the swamp too. There's something else I want to do there, so look forward to that. Thank you all so much for watching, if you did, and as always, I will see you all in the future.